Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Sandy Bay. So yeah, this is not usually the common time I record on this map, 4:45 in the morning. However, just wanted to show you that about 15 minutes ago in real time, I finished planting field number 20. And what a job it was. It took, what would it be? 1.5 hours? Yeah, about an hour and a half, I would say, in real time to do that. So, yes, it is done, and I was going to do it on screen, but then it just was such an immense job that I just thought it would get a bit boring. So, I've taken the step and I've done it off screen. Hopefully, you're not too disappointed about that, but it is done, and it's going to now be able to grow. All I need to do is take this tractor back to the yard. I just drove down here with this. And we actually might as well shut the gate now, because we probably won't be returning to this in single player. Next time we're here will be when we're doing the silage harvest in multiplayer, so really looking forward to that. But today we have got some other jobs to do. We'll probably wait until morning, and they are to go and sell some cows, because some of our beef cows are ready to slaughter, and possibly the pigs. I don't know if the pigs are ready or not. I think there was probably about 8, so we could sell them if we want to, but it's obviously not going to fill the trailer, I don't think. I just have to see what the capacity is, because I tend to forget. But yeah, let's just go back and have a cup of tea, wait for the morning. Right, we're back at the yard. It is 10 to 6 in the morning now. We're going to pressure wash our tractor, because this has done a lot of work without being cleaned. I think it's about time it was cleaned. Make it look a bit more presentable. But what a good tractor this is. I mean, I've downloaded so many mods in the past, including John Deere mods, and to be totally honest with you, they haven't been very good. But this one has just, it's ticked every box. Everything about it is just fantastic. But that is much cleaner. So, we're going to switch the engine off. I don't think we're going to need it again today, this tractor. So, just going to reverse it here a bit. And we'll turn it all off, switch the headlights off, and that is, well, a good day's work done for me actually, because I've been doing it for ages already before the video. But let's begin the video and let's go and do some other jobs, which is the animals. Can't wait to do this, and I should probably shut the gate over here again, because I've been in here and not shut it. This is just this is just getting stupid, because I leave this open every single video. It'd be good if they're automatic. As for the cows, I think they're okay. They don't seem like they need mucking out. There might be a bit in there, but nothing too drastic. So I think these cows can stay as they are. It's the beef cows which need to be sorted out, because they're ready to sell. Yeah, we've got some manure in there as well. Actually, we probably could do some muck spreading at some point. I've already sprayed the field down there, so we don't need to do that. And you actually muck spread prior to drilling, so we need to do another field, a different field, which is, like, actually, thinking about it, field number, what's it called? 34. That would be a good one to spread some muck on. But before all this, let's just go and get another tractor, if I can find them. I've left them all out in the field, which is a bad habit to get into. So here we are in the Massey 6616. Let's put this away, because I should have done this before. Just love that sunrise over the bay, looks so good. We'll let that all fold up, and we might be able to start going back. So again, we'll probably just put this in the front area of the yard where we're storing the equipment. And then we might give this tractor a wash as well, because it equally looks just as dirty. All of our tractors really do need to be done. And as we're doing road work today, they're not really going to get too dirty again, so we might as well wash them. We need to get the OEB modding trailer, the livestock trailer, onto the back, so we can go and get a load of cows. We'll get them loaded up, and then we'll take them to market, off to the auctioneers, see how much money we can get for them. I mean, we're actually not doing too badly for money, because we've got so much equipment. Our assets on this map are huge. If we were to sell it all, we'd have way over $1 million. So we are actually doing really well. The money we make off this map will be transferred onto Nayswell, which is our next map, but they'll also be transferred onto the multiplayer map, which is going to be Sandy Bay, continuing on this save game. I really am looking forward to doing that because I hate finishing a map. I just hate finishing a map. But losing the save game as well, that's even worse. Because you put all that effort in and then you basically lose it. So continuing it for another 10 weeks or so on multiplayer should be absolutely fantastic. I tend to keep the map on multiplayer for 10 weeks at a time. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but on average about 10 weeks. Yes, let's go around the front and give this a good wash. I'm not sure where our livestock trailer is. I might have left it over at Willow Farm, as that is where the livestock is mainly. At least the ones you can actually sell, that you can slaughter. Once again, a bit of a sorting out day. I actually do like doing these kind of jobs though, because you do lots of different things in an episode. You don't just do one thing and stick with it, which I think is more interesting, but obviously you've got your own opinion. I think most people do prefer this though. Right, so I should probably check just before we leave to make sure that the trailer is over there. Otherwise I'll be totally wasting my time here. Let's have a look. It will likely be in the yard. Yep, it is there. Good, fantastic. So let's go. We've got the MF6616 number plate on. French number plate, in fact. Which I think is where these are manufactured. Just wondering if we need to take the front loader. Might be a bit pointless taking it, but I'm just thinking if they need feed or something, might be handy. I'll take it just in case, but chances are we won't even need it. And it does look better on the drop nose anyway. And let's go. Last week I had a comment regarding the straw bales we've got over at Willow Farm. We have a number of round bales and also quite a lot of square bales. And I think the comment, if I remember rightly, just essentially said, why do you have so many straw bales? Because you're going to take forever to get through them. And, sorry, got a bit of lag there. Yeah, it's a good point. We probably are not going to get through them all. But if we're going to transfer this over to multiplayer, we don't tend to have a baler, because if someone has a baler, they can literally crash the server because they produce so many bales that it puts so much load on the server, it just keeps crashing, and then you pretty much have to either remove all those bales or scrap the save game. So, if we leave some straw bales in single player, when we transfer it over to multiplayer, it means that we'll actually have something to feed the cows with for bedding and stuff. So I would sell them. If we were finishing this game now, this save game, I would definitely sell them. But as we're going to transfer it, some straw bales in storage are probably quite a good idea. So that is the situation there. And here we are at Willow Farm. There's the trailer. I forget the capacity. It's quite good. I think it's 30. Or somewhere along those lines, but we should be able to fit everything in. I think there is... how many cows do we have ready to slaughter? We have 25, so we might fit them in, we might not. I think you can get more pigs in than you can cows, but I might be wrong. There are all the straw bales. The one at the far end here, they're not ours, but the other two are. The scruffy pile. Now it's a different gateway to actually unload these. Whoa, these lot need mucking out. They're swimming in their own filth. We'll have to do that. I need a bucket. If we don't have a bucket for this, I'll have to go and get one. But at least we put the front loader on. So in they go. Yeah, it's the growing animals, the growers that go in. But yeah, 20 is the capacity of this. So there'll be 5 left over. We can do it next time. That's 20. So once again, let's go and take these over to the auctioneers. I think it would be a very good idea to go and pick up a bucket on the way back, as it is en route. We don't want to go too rough with these cows. Actually, going left out of here might be a shortcut. I'm not too sure. Actually, no, we'll go right because it's down that really steep hill. Might be a bit uncomfortable for the cows. So I think we should probably set ourselves a goal for when we actually do finish this map completely, like when we finish with multiplayer and everything. Our goal should be to have owned and harvested every single field there is. We've actually done pretty well in single player, but there's still a lot of fields which we don't own. That is probably my weak spot. I don't really put enough money and effort into the fields. I put it more into machinery, which I think a lot of people have noticed. But multiplayer is a fantastic opportunity to buy all the fields, work on them all, and really just do a fantastic job on them. So I'm aware of other people's computer spec and not being able to run this map on multiplayer. It's not horrifically hard to run. I mean, it's quite easy, I think, but obviously if you're running it on a laptop, it's going to be quite hard. So unfortunately, I'm afraid when this is transferred, some people won't be able to play on the map, which I really do apologise about on the server. But I just think it'd be such a good map to do multiplayer on. I have considered it, and it is to have multiple servers, like 2 servers, but I'd have to limit the number of slots in each one because it would just cost way too much money. So I've already decided against that before, but I have reconsidered it. But yeah, it's not very likely I'm going to do that. Anyway, here we are at the auctioneers, just ran over someone. So let's sell them, here we go, they're all going. 3,000 there, 588. Lots of different numbers, that's weird. I think they're £588 each, it looks like it. So not too bad. They haven't really taken that much work, so that is fairly easy money. In Farming Simulator it's easy money anyway. I don't think the same can be said for real life. We need to go back via the shop. So I could go up that way, that would be a shortcut, but the shop is not that way. So let's go and get a bucket or some form of manure grab, because we do need one. Racing a train, look at that. I think we're doing a very similar speed actually. It's not every day you race a train. In fact, it's going over our way because we're going right here. Should get a really good view of it. That is long. Wow. Well, we're back at the store. Bit of excitement there. Let's buy our front loader bucket. We might already have one. If we do, we might have to reset it. Or we might get, yeah, this one here. That might be better. Let's just see. Where is the bucket? I've lost the bucket. We don't own one of those, and we don't own one of those. So let's just buy this. We'll get this attached, and before we start to muck them out, we'll probably shut the back window. We don't want any splatter inside the cab. that'll be it for the selling today. I don't think any others are too ready. I think there's about 8 pigs, but that isn't really enough to take. So we'll wait a little bit longer. Maybe at the end of this week we will sell some pigs, but for today we're gonna have to wait a bit longer. Let's get them all mucked out because they are really really dirty. Then we can actually have some extra manure. The manure heaps might be linked. It'd be good if they are, because then you can obviously fill up a spreader from either yard using the same manure. We will put this back into the shed we got it from. That is such a good trailer though, always enjoy using that. Right, back into the cab. We will begin to do some mucking out. We shut the back window, I think. That's better. And yeah, I've got it configured for this, that's good. Thing is though, can't really fit much on each grab load. At least it's not too heavy, because some things like the bales are way too heavy for these tractors and you have to have a rear weight, but with this we seem to be okay. Do we have a storage point for this? That would be the next thing. Ah, that might be an issue. We don't have anywhere to put the manure. Maybe around the other side. So we don't actually have anywhere, unless I'm totally blind. We don't have anywhere to put this, which is a bit of an issue. I suppose we could just put it into a trailer. I might have to do that. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Okay, I'll go and get a trailer to put this in. I'm in the drop nose Massey Ferguson, bringing the Marshall trailer. I did just check and it does say that it can support the manure, so this is probably a good tractor to take. Nice trailer as well. Might as well take the cover off. And what we're essentially going to do is load it all up into here and then probably bring it back to our manure heap here. Now there might be one over at Willow Farm, but you know what I'm like sometimes. I look around and then I say that there isn't one, but there is. So you've probably already pointed it out if there is one, but I'm going to bring it back here anyway, because it's probably useful here. And the Marshall trailer is a good trailer to use, so let's go and take it over there. It's quite a long way to go, but it's okay. Whoa, that is growing way too quickly. The growth rate is on slow, but still. Oh well, at least it's growing. It does look good though. It's nice to see a crop in there again. So here we are. That Claas Axion tractor looks like it's stuck in a fence. That's weird because when I parked it there, it wasn't like that. Must have either spawned badly or just rolled. Now we need to put this in a good position because we need to empty both the sheds, manure out of both sheds. So if we go in between the two, like this, that should be the best place. And hopefully we fill the trailer. Let's get loading. I don't think I've actually mucked these out at all yet, so this is going to be quite a big job. They've probably got heaps and heaps of manure in here. Therapeutic job, I have to say. As long as we've got the windows shut. So interestingly, I've just checked and there is 17,000 litres of manure in both sheds. So I think I've probably got my work cut out here. We should be using something a little bit bigger. But if I can get some of it out, I think probably if we do, to begin with at least, 50-50. So I fill the trailer 50% from this side and then 50 from the other. And then next time, if we return here with something a bit bigger, we'll be able to do a better job. I had no idea they had so much manure in there. You can just tip most of that on the floor. Oops. Just keep at it, I think, until we get the trailer 50% full. Okay, so the trailer just needs one more load from this side in it, and actually it's looking a lot neater than I thought it would do, because if we just get out the tractor here, it's all out of here because all this was full before, so that's a lot nicer. The only bit which is left is sort of in the middle, so it's all been scraped out. It's just this, so it's looking okay, but we are obviously going to have to finish the job another day. But it's a good start. We just have to do the same thing for the pigs. And that has filled the trailer 50%. So, same thing again. Exactly the same process. And they really are mucky. In fact, I think they've probably got even more than what the cows had. So that is 91% full. We've just got to get it to 100%. And then we're going to tip it. And I think probably tomorrow, we'll probably do the same, using the same equipment. We'll come back and we'll finish the job. Because it can't go on forever, can it? The poo doesn't come from nowhere. We'll have to finish it at some point. When we've done this, I'll check and see how much each animal type has got. If they've got a horrific amount of poo, then we'll have to find a different machine. But hopefully there'll be such a small amount that we'll be able to just do it like this. I've lost count of the amount of times I've reversed in and out of the shed. It's been that many loads. Right, this is the final one today. And it still looks really mucky in there. Good. So, what we're going to do is just put this tractor back here. And tomorrow we will start by finishing mucking the pigs and the cows out. Let's just have a look. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. That will all fit into one trailer. So 7839 and 6901, no problem at all. This is full, and as the icon suggests, it is a steaming pile of dung. Let's go and tip this at Sandy Bay Yard. Just giving the local residents a fragrance of the countryside. The new wool pallet has spawned. We've got 4 sacks on there already. And here we are at the other cow field. go and tip this and call it a day. Yep, we finish our working day at 6:37 in the morning after a long night's work. Don't want to go back too far because it can pick you up, this pile. But that is pretty much it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode, even if it has been a bit of a smelly one. We will return tomorrow for the next episode on Sandy Bay, finishing off mucking out the cows and the pigs to begin with, and then something else which I haven't really decided on yet. But yep, there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.